Okay, time for example 2. 586 divided by 0 and 5/10. So let's get this set up. You can see pretty quickly that we have a decimal on the outside and we want to get rid of that guy. So I'm going to take this decimal and move it so it's at the back of my number. And for this problem, that only means I have to move it one spot. However many places I move the decimal on the outside, I need to move the decimal on the inside. But wait, Miss Willis, there's no decimal there. But there is. It's just in invisible mode. So I need to take this decimal, move it from that spot in invisible mode, and slide it over one spot, exactly like we did here. Move it once, move it once. Now again, if you are in my sections, you know that well, hopefully you know, regardless of what section you're in, that this now needs to be filled in with a 0. But if you are in one of my classes, you know that we also need to put a 0 behind it to hug this guy. If you're going to keep the decimal, you need a 0 behind it. Now that that is set up and ready to go, I can take this decimal and move it straight up. Just so we don't get confused, I'm going to go ahead and erase that blue with my handy dandy Q-tip. So if this decimal is now on the outside, completely on the back, there's nothing coming behind it, we don't need it. We'll also go ahead and get rid of that guy while we're at it. This we already moved. So now our problem is set up and ready to go. If I have 5 apples, I can make one group of 5. 1 times 5 is 5. Subtract and I'm left with 0. Bring down the 8. If I have 8 apples, I can make one group of 5. 1 times 5 is 5. Subtract and I'm left with 3. Bring down the 6. If I have 36 apples, I can make 7 groups of 5. 7 times 5 is 35. Subtract and I'm left with 1. Bring down the 0. If I have 10 apples, I can make 2 groups of 5. 2 times 5 is 10. Subtract and I'm left with 0. Bring down our final 0. If I have 0 apples, I can make 0 groups of 5. 0 times 5 is 0. Subtract and we're left with 0. Nothing left to bring down. We're stopping at a 0, so we are good to go. 586 divided by 5/10 gives you a quotient of 1,172 and 0/10, or you can write it without the decimal point since only a 0 comes after it. Put it back in invisible mode.